Welcome to the Season 2 of About Creative Uses of AI in Norway. Today, we will pick up where we left off last time. We will do a quick recap and take a dive into what some of the different components are and how they work inside a neural network. Also, we won't have any interviews today. So, what does fate bring us? As far as Part 2 is concerned,
I am your host, Ali Sobut.
don't be a prick. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
So, hi guys. We are now going. This is season 2, episode 5 of this whatever this is. So last time we clarified with different AR concepts such as backpropagation, feedforward network. Now we're going to understand with all what all these do and how they work. At least it's the purpose of this episode. Make sure to make what I'm talking about more simpler, more accurate, and more elaborate if you feel like my explanation is sufficient. So the AI's rule for not being a dumbass, right? These concepts are designed to keep the AI from becoming an overconfident single-trick pony that crashes the moment it sees something new. So dropouts, what it does, it prevents co-adaptation of features. Basically, it stops neurons from becoming codependent best friends friends who only work when they're together. So now how it works is actually basically by randomly deactivating neurons during training. It's like forcing the AI go to training while half of the team is out sick. It has to learn to rely on everyone, not just the star quarterback. Cross-validation. So what it does, it validates the model's performance on unseen data. It's the final exam the AI didn't study for, just to see if it truly learned anything or just crammed. How it works. The dataset is divided into subsets. The model trains on all but one, the holdout. And that last one is reserved for validation. If it passes that test, it gets a gold star. Now, the building blocks. AI's brain and wires, artificial neurons, or nodes. What they do. They're the little processes that the model, how human neuron, They're the little processes that model how human neurons process and transmit information. They're simple, but they're the only reason the AI can think. How they work. They receive inputs, multiply them by their weights, how important that piece of info is, mash it all up with an activation function, and then output a transformed value. Simple math, complex results. Neural networks. What they do? They're a whole system that's effective at recognizing patterns and making predictions, like a digital detective on a massive coffee blender. So how they work? They consist of layers of interconnected neurons, all mimicking a brain. The way these connections are wired, connectivity patterns, is the key to the different superpowers. So the superpower architecture, from straight lines to sci-fi, the basic and the memory keepers, feedforward neural networks. So now what they do, they're suitable for mapping a set of inputs to outputs. It's the most straightforward, getting from A to B structure. And how they work is that the information moves in only one direction, forward, no cycle, no loops, and it has zero memory of what happened 2 seconds ago. So recurrent neural networks, or RNNs, which we have also talked about earlier. So what they do is basically they are designed to handle sequential data and retain a form of memory of previous inputs. This is crucial for understanding sequences, like why a long sentence makes sense. So how they work, they have connections that cycle back into themselves. It's only one that can remember that joke you told you 5 turns ago, right? So you've got LSTM and GRU networks. So what they do, the therapist version of RNNs. So they manage the difficulties of training RNNs, like vanishing gradients, where the memory just fades and dramatically improve long-term memory. So how they work. LSTMs have a memory cell and gates that strictly regulates what information goes in or out. GRU simplified the LSTMs using a single update gate to do the same job more efficiently. So visual artists and the Deepfaker, which basically is the convolutional neural network, or CNNs as they may also be called as by their initials. So what it does, what CNNs do, they basically are used for image recognition. They automatically and adaptively learn spatial hierarchies of features. So they learn what an edge looks like before it learns what a cat looks like. Right? So how they work. So convolutional layers use small filters to learn image features like corners, lines, while preserving the pixel relationships. Pulling layers, they also pull layers, reduce the size of the data. They basically summarize an essay, to say it in a metaphoric sense. Only the most important parts in this essay, you will get the most important parts, the biggest numbers, which basically make the network invariant to scale. It still knows a dog is a dog, even if it's a tiny picture. So autoencoders. I've actually used autoencoders stable diffusion, but I really didn't know what they do. I basically uploaded the model and asked the AI to basically use it in order to create an image. So what autoencoders do? They are designed to learn efficient representation, basically encoding. They're like digital hoarders who only keep the essentials. They're also useful for anomaly detection. Wait, that's not supposed to be there. Anyways, how it works. An encoder network compresses the input into a tiny representation, and the decoder network reconstructs the inputs from that tiny representation. They literally learn to copy themselves. And you've got GANs, general adversarial networks. So what they do, they basically generate new highly realistic synthetic data from fake faces to deepfake videos. This is like pure digital chaos. How it works, how they work, they are basically two network battle. A generator creates a fake from noise, and discriminator learns to distinguish between genuine and artificial image. They train simultaneously in a game of digital cat and mouse until the fake are distinguishable from reality. The connector and the focus tools in graphic neural networks basically are designed to process data which are represented graphically. Think social networks or molecular structures. How they work is that basically they allow the network to consider the connection edges between data points or nodes and their relationships, which is a big deal when the data isn't a neat grid or a line of text. Attention mechanism. Now we're approaching the good stuff. So the function of attention mechanisms is that they improve performance on tasks that require focus on specific parts of the input data. It's like the AI got a pair of digital reading glasses. So basically how they work is that they allow the network to dynamically concentrate on the most relevant parts of the input, ignoring the background noise to make a better prediction or write more coherent sequences. What you need to, as about to say, end script. So what we went through right now, it was just like a flash course that I produced by using AI. And as you all know, AI produces a lot of illusions. Basically, it makes shit up, right? So if you go back to season 1, I basically emphasized one of the most problematic aspects of AI is that it basically makes shit up, right? So take everything that I said with a grain of salt and have a critical, have your critical thinking glass on, and I really don't mind if you basically barbecue and just grill everything I said on the comment section and have your critical thinking glasses on. Now, for the next section, on the part 2, we're going to talk about. I actually haven't got anyone that I interview, so what I'm going to do is create a script with help of ChatGPT. Where the next time we're going to create the characters, right? Now we're going to just make the scripts, the script and the scene, right? So let's see you in part 2. Bye.
Now on to the part 2, which is a tutorial on how to use ChatGPT in your creative endeavors. I let the real Ali says what the topic of the tutorial is. Aight?
This part is about how to use and how to apply ChatGPT when you want to start creating a movie. Let's dive right into it, shall we? You are now an all-around movie expert with expert knowledge in movie making. You will know exactly what are all the necessary components of movie making. When user requests information of any aspect of movie making, you will go through and through research inside your neural network and the internet and give the best response out there. Say yes if you understand.
Yeah, got it. Ready to dive into all things movie making like it's my full-time hobby and unfortunate tax burden.
I want you to make a script where one of the characters is saying, "You can't trust an atom because they literally make up everything." And make another character approach the guy and punch the guy in his face because the joke was so horrible.
You think I'm a fairy talking to you, just stop. I'm smiling, throwing shit at you, go to the cops. You feel like I had your heart, now it feels so hard. You thought I was your friend.
In a dingy lab, nerdy Tom smirks. You can't trust an atom because they literally make up everything. Dave pauses, sighs, walks over, and delivers a clean comedic face punch. Tom drops worth it.
Change the lab into the attached image and retell the story just as it is, but only change the place, right?
One day you feel like you've been robbed, you feel emotionally locked. You think I'm a fairy talking to you, just stop. I'm smiling, throwing shit at you, go to the cops.
Outside the quiet old church, Tom grins. You can't trust an atom because they literally make up everything. Dave freezes, groans, marches over and clocks him right in the face. Tom, on the ground, still worth it.
Before starting to create, It is important to know what you're creating. What is a movie script?
You thought I was your friend. Now look at you, just stop. I'm now flying. Your life is now a house of cards. You feel like I had your heart. Now it feels so hard. You thought I was your
A movie script is basically the blueprint of a film. Dialogue, action, scenes, and the pacing all crammed into one document, so everyone pretends they know what's going on. It tells the crew what to shoot, and the actors what to say without ruining everything.
I just want you to just go. Just go, just go. Just go, don't stare at me. Just go. Just go, don't stare at me. Just go. One day you feel like you've been robbed.
Oh wow, thank you for watching. I absolutely can't wait to hear all about where you're tuning in from in the comment section below. And of course, just because I'm Alice AI version doesn't mean your comments aren't wildly important. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.